Next at midday, the search for a missing Omaha mom crosses state lines as her family holds out hope. Plus, a fire in Council Bluffs burns out of control, how firefighters gained the upper hand. And a royal welcome to the royal family's newest addition.
We have beautiful blue skies and mild temperatures around. I'll let you know when's our next chance for rain in the forecast.
6 News live at midday is next.
From your home for news, this is WOWT 6 News Midday.
Good morning, happy Monday. Thanks for joining us live at midday. I'm Collin Ruane. Well, developing right now, the search for a missing Omaha woman is back on. This time, it's in Iowa. Kamisha Hollis was last seen back on April 2nd at her home here in Omaha. Her boyfriend, Marvin Young, has since been arrested for child abuse, disturbing the peace, and criminal mischief. Police have not named Young a suspect in the case. The couple's oldest daughter told authorities she'd heard her father beating her mother the night Kamisha disappeared. A search party focused their attention near Walnut, Iowa. The organizer of the search efforts tells 6 News there's still no sign of Kamisha, but they are not giving up hope. Drivers in Southwest Omaha, today is the day. 156th Street, just south of Harrison, is closing. This is all part of the Harrison Street widening project, which, as you might imagine, is creating a lot of inconveniences for people who live in the area. The closures of Phase 1B of the Harrison Street project. The work will consist of removal of the old pavement, grading, storm sewer, and paving. There is an alternate route to use Giles or Chandler, but some homeowners say it seems drivers are either unaware or choosing to ignore it altogether.
On 144th, it says no through traffic, but I think people have figured out that if they want to get through, they can just drive through our neighborhood and keep going that way.
But we had someone just run into the back of a parked car just a few days ago, not paying attention. They ran right into the back of a parked car in front of our house. It wasn't my car, thankfully, but it was the neighbor's, unfortunately.
168th between Harrison and Giles has since reopened. 156th Street north of Harrison will remain open. A tweet from the project's account page urges everyone in the area to drive with caution. New video into our newsroom this morning. Crews monitoring Council Bluffs overnight after a massive fire caught the eye of many in the metro this weekend. A fire at a state-owned ATV park in Council Bluffs grew out of control, forcing law enforcement to shut down the Veterans Memorial Bridge. I want to give you a look at some of the brand new video of the scene overnight. As fire crews looked for hot spots, fire crews were called to the Veterans Memorial Bridge Saturday night. They contained the fire, put it out, and had rangers keep an eye overnight. However, yesterday around 1 p.m., the wind rekindled that fire. Council Bluffs Assistant Fire Chief Derek Williams tells us the dead trees and brush from logging a few summers ago is what really helped fuel the fire, though the wind is partially to blame for rekindling the flames. It also helped firefighters earlier.
Actually, it's working in our favor. It's keeping it pretty much over the river and not blowing back into town and affecting the Spring Street Bridge 80 traffic.
The Vets Bridge has reopened. The fire is currently being watched to make sure there are no more flare-ups. And another fire only added to the smoky skies. Thick black smoke rising near 12th and Gray Streets. Dispatchers confirm it was a tire fire. We're told crews had everything under control relatively quickly. No injuries are being reported and no word yet on what exactly started that fire. Warm start to the week. Meteorologist Peta Sherwood's here with the hour-by-hour forecast. We are loving this weather, Peta.
That's right. We do have day outside for us. You can probably even plant some vegetables in your garden.
Finally.
Go for it.
All right, Peta, we'll check in with you in just a little bit. Thank you so much. Well, all eyes are on London as the royal family welcomes a new baby. He arrived into the world just a few hours ago. NBC's Kelly Kobiea has the latest. All right, back here locally right now, a murder suspect is still on the run after a young mother was shot and killed. Loved ones of Kavion Nelson prayed for peace at the crime scene this weekend. Investigators say 2 men got into an argument with Nelson at a nearby store. They then followed her to the Irvington Walmart parking lot near I-680 and Military. She was shot to death in her car. Her 2-year-old son was also in there. Police are still on the lookout for 19-year-old Marcus Wheeler. You see him right there. He is wanted for murder. The other suspect, 17-year-old Dayon Williams, made his first appearance in court on Friday. He will likely be held without bond until he goes to trial. An autopsy is now underway for a man who was pulled from a pond near Waterloo. The Nebraska State Patrol confirms 90-year-old Dewey Anderson was in an SUV with his daughter Saturday night. She's 61-year-old Joni Carveth. That's when the vehicle somehow ended up in a pond near 288th and West Center. Carveth was able to get out safely. Her dad, though, did not make it out. Emergency crews were called to the area just after 9. That's when Anderson was found in the water, unconscious. The investigation, that is still underway. Still ahead, live at midday, a growing number of workers are confident enough to quit their jobs and find a new one. Bradley Showright explains why up next in our consumer coverage. You're watching 6 News, live at midday. Probably not something you want to hear, but gas prices are going up 9 cents a gallon over the past 2 weeks alone. The average price per gallon for regular grade gasoline, that's $2.83, which is the highest it's been since June of 2015. They are lower here in the heartland. Experts say the rising cost of crude oil is the reason for the higher prices. The current cost at the pump is 37 cents higher than it was just a year ago, but the spike may soon be coming to an end. The higher oil prices are already mostly built into the pump price, and the shift to higher cost summer grade gas is almost complete. Analysts do not expect us to see prices that reach higher than that $3 mark. Summer's just around the corner, and that means many families are already looking for budget-friendly vacation spots. The Grand Canyon in Arizona tops U.S. News and World Report's list of the best cheap summer vacations. You see it right there, number 2 on the list. That is Williamsburg, Virginia, where you can get a dose of history at Colonial Williamsburg. Number 3 on the list is Fort Myers, Florida, where you can soak up the sun. That's followed by Albuquerque, New Mexico. Unemployment's down, and the U.S. job market has become so much better that millions of American workers are now willing to do something they haven't done much of in the last decade. Bradley Showright has the details. Looking live outside this midday, looking to the east at 90th and Dodge from our American National Bank camera. Gorgeous day, and things are looking pretty good for the rest of the day. Meteorologist Peter Sherwood breaks it all down in the hour-by-hour forecast next.
70s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of it.
Woohoo.
Coming up on the end of our 10-day forecast. Check out our forecast. It's on our 6 News app.
No complaints over here, and very important to point out, and you did mention this a little earlier, just for those people who might have trouble with different diseases or different illnesses or conditions, that the air quality, especially in South Omaha, not ideal. So the Douglas County Health Department wants everyone to make sure they know about that.
That's right.
Well, just ahead, we are taking a look inside Mr. Food's kitchen. If you're a steak lover, you'll like the new recipe. We'll show it to you next.
You're watching 6 News live at midday.
International news, the hunt for the man suspected of a deadly shooting in Tennessee is still on. Police are looking for 29-year-old Travis Reinking. He's from Illinois. It happened in the town of Antioch. That's near Nashville. Police say Reinking shot 2 people outside of the Waffle House and then went inside to continue shooting. 4 people were killed. A diner that you see right there wrestled the AR-15 out of his hand before more people could get hit. A California family is without a home after a truck hit several parked cars, burst into flames, and then drove into their house. San Diego police say it happened late Sunday night. The truck struck the corner of the garage where the electric and gas meters are, causing concerns of a possible gas leak. Crews worked late into the night to repair the damage to the gas line. The fire spread from the car to the garage and into the house. The driver is being investigated for a possible DUI. Well, it is a new week. That means new recipes from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Today's dish is the perfect one for the steak lover. Getting kind of hungry. Well, just ahead, meteorologist Peter Sherwood has another check of the hour-by-hour forecast. But first, Dustin Dales with the Hollywood Minute. You're watching 6 News live at midday.
We'll take it from here.
The directors of Avengers: Infinity War are keeping the title of the movie sequel under wraps. Dustin Dales finds out why and tells us the story in the Hollywood Minute. We were talking a little earlier about how nice it was yesterday, and he said that if you liked yesterday, you're really going to like today.
Yeah, yesterday we made it up to 71 degrees, and today I think we can top that the evening hours.
And if you're not eating lunch outside, maybe you are walking outside, firing up the grill tonight. I mean, after how long we've had to wait, I think it's more than time to do it.
5 months.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Hope to see you again tonight, live at 5. Have a good one.
WOWT 6 News is everywhere. Download the WOWT 6 News app today. Available in the App Store and Google Play. Follow 6 News on Facebook for real-time breaking news, weather, and headlines.